Hi guys, welcome to a video. The reason you probably clicked on this is because you want to learn how to animate. I'm going to teach you how to do that in just a few simple steps. It's very easy. First, if you want to get your maker pen out to animate, you can either look at it, or you're going to have to press it. Or you can also press your Oculus home button. If you play on PSVR, I don't know what to do. It'll bring up your watch just floating there. You can also press your Y button if you're on Oculus Quest 2, or Rift S, or other stuff. And then it will float. Then this is how you get it out. Backpack, maker pen, use. Then it'll spawn right in front of you. But if you're going to be a constant builder, and you want to have it always without having to go through that process, favorite it, and then once you favorite it, you'll just be able to grab behind your back. That's what I do. Yeah. So you want to learn how to animate. Somebody told me. So you're going to want to get your maker pen. You're going to want to look at your maker pen palette and press open palette. And then this isn't the only thing you can animate. You can animate anything. But we're just going to go with a simple little cube. So this simple cube is about to be a lot more. So I'm going to also teach you everything you can do with the animation gadget. You can do more than only animating. So this is how you get it. You're going to want to open palette. You'll spawn on shapes. You're going to want to click gadgets. I'll spawn you on CV2, I think. I don't know. You're going to press gizmos. Animation gizmo. Just go ahead and click on it and press your trigger. Now you have your animation gadget. Then you're probably going to want to know, how will this work? So you're going to want to get your wire tool by looking at your maker pen, pressing wire, and click this. Do your trigger on the settings wheel, and then on that, and then the body of it, click that little thing with your trigger, and then put it to the object you want to animate. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to look at your maker pen, press edit the animation gizmo, and this is where it kind of gets a little bit crazy. So I used to think you could only do one thing. I am so wrong. So if you look at your maker pen, you can press add, rotate, copy, paste, play, and select. Play will just show you what you're getting into. And if you move it, or you can use that, you can move it with this, you're going to have to press add again if you want to keep going. And here's how you actually activate your animation gizmo in the cube to start animating. Get your maker pen, press configure. Now you can either simply click that little red thing and press that, and it will start going right away. Calm down. But let's just turn that off. You can also use buttons, which is super useful if this wasn't going right now. Okay. Now that that's over with, let me teach you how to do it. You're going to want to look at your maker pen, press open palette, gadgets, again, other gadgets. This is where we find your trigger volume. Trigger volume is useful for if you want to trigger something, like let's say an animation. Let's say you want them to walk through a pathway or something. You're going to want to use your wire tool. When entering zone, to the play, and then it'll simply go. But there's another thing that's super cool about this animation gizmo. You can also use buttons. Buttons are basically same as trigger zones, but not as likely to be used in a game. I mean, if you need to press something like a story mode, I'd still recommend using trigger zones because you can just write stuff, But, I mean, if you want to use buttons, that totally works too. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to look at this, press open palette, props actually. Make sure to click props, dynamic button, and go ahead and spawn that in. And then let's say you don't want it to say push me, let's say you want it to say hello or start. You're going to want to get your maker pen, press configure, push me. We're going to change that to that. Also, if you want juniors to play your game, make sure junior enabled. Okay, anyways, message, type in start or whatever you want it to say. Boom, start. Okay, then you're going to want to get your wire tool out. One button is pressed to play. And then, but that's nowhere near all that the animation gizmo can do. Next, you can seriously just spawn in a weapon. I'm going to make a little bookshelf thing. And I'm going to spawn in my weapon. Go into open palette, props, weapons. You can also do with all these and stuff. But I'm going to spawn in Flintlock. Then you're going to want to get your animation gizmo, open palette. And then, sorry if I'm going a little fast. Then you're going to want to put everything to that. And make sure that it's always on by configuring that little red pin. And then make sure it's on. Then you're going to want to edit the animation gizmo. Press add without touching the flintlock. Then it will just respawn automatically. And you also have the force. Yeah. It's very fun. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you want. And yeah. Bye.